Hi everyone, I'm Rosie and welcome to Vox Yoga. Today we have a video for singers all about connecting to the core. So you often hear people say, support your voice or sing from your diaphragm. Like, what does that actually mean? First of all, you can't sing from your diaphragm, that's just not possible. Second, support. I just think that support is anything you can do with your body physically to make things a bit easier for your voice and make it feel supported. So this practice is going to be about connecting to the core. So we can use our core muscles to help to control our exhale a bit more so that we do have more control of our voice and we can extend our phrases and help to manage our airflow a little bit more. So what is the core? It's not just the abdominals. We often just think of our abs as being the core. It's also all of the muscles down the side, our obliques, a lot of muscles in the back, also our hip flexors. There's lots of these muscles are connected, our pelvic floor. So it's really thinking about our kind of lower torso area and all of these muscles. So this short practice is just going to show you a few techniques that you can do to just get a bit of a better understanding of the core and how it connects to your breath and your voice as well. So you don't even need a yoga mat for this one, but we're going to be on the floor seated and kneeling. So you might want a blanket to pad the knees or to sit on if that feels more comfortable for you. Let's get started. So before we do anything, we're just going to do a lip trill. So first of all, just do a blowing the air through the lips. Put your hands on your abdominals. See what you feel. And sometimes you actually have to put in a lot of energy to get those lips to trill. Add a bit of sound. And just become aware of what you feel under your hands. So I'll often find that if I'm not sitting up, if I'm not thinking about my alignment and I try and do a lip trill, it's really difficult because you need that engagement. So we'll try that in a posture a little bit later. Sometimes you need to practice your lip trills. So if that's not working, just use a zzz, v, rrr, if you can. We'll go from there. So we'll start off by doing some kapalabhati breathing. So you definitely want to do this seated, not stood up. So find a comfortable seat. I advised cross-legged, but you could do it kneeling as well, or in lotus, half lotus. I have a longer video on this practice as well if you want to explore it a bit more, but we'll just do a few rounds to start off with. So again, bring your hands to the belly. And first of all, just do like a small cough. Yeah, and instantly you feel that those muscles contracting. So this time we're going to do it through the nose and our lips are going to be closed. So it's just a forced exhale through the nose. Yeah. Don't do this if you're pregnant, high blood pressure, but also if you're a bit congested, because it's not nice. Might help clear it, but have a tissue nearby. So put the hands here, and this time we'll just do 3 slow, forced exhale through the nose, and then feel the inhale, those muscles just release. So. Yeah, I'm going to sit to the side actually so you can see a little bit more. Try it again, maybe 5 this time, and maybe you go a little bit quicker. Good, and breathe normally. So you can feel those muscles contracting, working, and then they're just releasing when you breathe in. So the quicker you go, the inhale kind of just takes care of itself. So in this, we're really working the deep muscles of the core, the transverse abdominis. You might not have a 6-pack, but you'll have a super strong core. And those are the muscles that we need to help our voice. So try it again. We're going to do maybe 10 this time. If it feels too much, just stop and go at a good pace for you. And then just breathe normally afterwards. So when you're ready. Yeah, feel those muscles working. Cool. Maybe let's try 20 this time, last time. In your own time. And breathe. Great. I wouldn't do more than that unless you're familiar with the practice, so it feels very comfortable. You can then translate this into breath through the mouth as well. If you try panting like a dog, very glamorous. So stick your tongue out and try the same thing. Yeah. And again, I wouldn't do that too much because it's a bit drying for the mouth, but it just gives you that sensation of the muscles working, and it can translate so well into singing. Maybe if you need that really quick breath, or you're struggling with maybe gripping or releasing the abdominals on your inhale, and just to become aware of those muscles that can help control your exhale, which is essentially going to be your sound or your singing. So we'll come to tabletop next. So we're going to be here for a while, so make sure your wrists are happy. A little bit of drawing circles and fists is really nice, or just sit back every now and then and just take the pressure off. You can actually as well use fists instead of palms. So play around with this and see what feels good. So before we do anything, roll the shoulders so they just feel away from the ears. Fingertips really grounding down into the mat, again, or fists if that feels better. Before we start some cat-cows, feel the weight, the tops of your feet down into the mat, and then we're just going to lift the knees off the floor to feel our core switching on. So when you're ready, lift the knees off here and breathe. Your core is going to be very engaged right now. And release. Good. Sit back on the knees quickly, give those wrists a bit of a circle. Then we'll come back for some cat-cows. Now on our exhale, we're going to add a s first of all, and then we'll change it to a z. Again, you could work with f, v, sh, zh, whatever's best for you. So starting in the neutral spine, and then hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, lift the chest, look forward, tailbone to the sky. Exhale, round the back, chin to the chest, and feel the navel really draw to the spine. So adding the sound will make this movement a bit longer. Inhale, lift the chest, tailbone to the sky, look forward. Exhale, navel to spine, round the back. Inhale, lift the chest, look forward. This time we'll add a z. Zzz. Any pitch round the back. Feel the navel draw to the spine. Zzz. Let those muscles release. Inhale. Look forward. Last one. Zzz. Navel to spine, round the back. Zzz. Inhale, come back to neutral, sitting back on the heels. Either take child's pose here, maybe extend the arms forward, or just sit up. Again, give the wrists a little bit of a circle. Good, so in a moment we'll come back to tabletop, hands and knees, and we'll explore that lip trill in that posture, because you feel a lot when you're in tabletop. Then I'll invite you to sing in the posture as well. So really we're becoming aware of the sensations of the core. Don't force anything, you're just starting to build awareness throughout this practice. So when you're ready, come back to tabletop. Again, find your setup, your neutral spine. Everyone's different, but trying to avoid either too much of an arch or too much of a round. Trying to keep the hips over hips over the knees, shoulders over wrists. Good, now before we do our lip trills, just do a s, 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 s. Good, and just be aware of those sensations. I feel like you really feel the pelvic floor engage. You feel that navel drawing to the spine on the s, and then try and let the abdominals release on your inhale. Let's do it once more with a voiced sound, so a zzz. So inhale. Great, so this time, try your lip trill. Explore the range, or maybe just some accents if that feels better for you. So get comfortable, get in your setup, and then just explore your voice and be aware of your core. Good, and when you inhale, just have a reset and start again. Off you go. Great, when you finish or had enough, either find child's pose or just sitting back on the knees once more. Whatever feels best for you right now. Maybe giving the wrists a circle. We're only going back there one more time. So yeah, again, it's really just tuning into the sensations that you feel. Do you feel you're having to work quite hard to keep that lip trill going? Or are you thinking, yeah, actually, it's much more easier to access here? Because really all the work we're doing, you can then translate into your singing practice and phrases when you are stood up, maybe doing a warm up, or practice it with certain phrases from a song. So next up, have 2 lines, 4 lines of a song in your mind. Choose something simple, pop song. I always volunteer Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and just feel that expansion on your inhale, trying to release the abdominals, but also breathing really into the ribs, into the back as well. It's a great posture for this. Then on your exhale, feel a little bit of engagement in the core. It's not gripping, it's just engagement. You'll feel that navel really drawing to the spine as you get through the phrase. Maybe you feel a bit more contraction at the end, a bit more support. And then you get to the end of the phrase, release the abdominals, feel that expansion, and do a second phrase. Maybe just 2 lines. Have a go. Let's find our tabletop once more. I'm not going to sing. I'm going to help let you get on with it. So set up, keep the shoulders away from the ears, shoulders over wrists, hips over the knees. Feel grounded and strong. Long neck, neutral spine. Off you go. When you've finished, come back to child's pose. Bring the seat to the heels. Keep the arms extended, or just bring them behind you, maybe circling the wrists once more. When you're here, just really feel the breath once more. Your inhale, really just have expansion in the back, the ribs, let the abdominals release. And this time, just let your exhale go. Breathing normally. When you're ready, just slowly press yourself back up to seated. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that's been useful and given you a few things you can try in your voice practice. As I said, it's a bit of an exploration, and you can then translate that how you wish into your warm-ups, your songs. But really, it's just developing the core and building awareness of your breath and what your body is doing to help support your voice. In a few weeks' time, I will put out a 10-15 minute practice for the core to help strengthen the core. So maybe when you are practicing that, you could add some sound to the exhale and develop adding the sound into your yoga practice as well. So if you've enjoyed this, hit subscribe. I release weekly videos every Tuesday, yoga, singing, yoga and singing. I've also got some live classes, which are also recorded if you can't make it, coming up. If you want a full 75-minute practice, it's not all core. There's a mixture of loads of stuff. So check out the links below if that might interest you as well. Thank you so much. Have a great day and hope to see you again soon.